I mean, why did I leave YouTube? Honestly, that's quite a story.
What's up, guys?
What's up, you guys?
What up, guys?
What's up, guys? What up, guys?
What's up, guys?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a really couple busy days here in Thailand. Right now we're at the orphanage.
Long story short, I wasn't who I wanted to be. You know, I was chasing a persona that wasn't me, per se. I started YouTube about 3 years ago, and what really piqued my interest is my cousin, you know, I came over to his house one day and he was watching this YouTuber called, this YouTube page called Lost LeBlanc. And he was like, Woody, if you watch this, there's no turning back. So what this channel is about is there's this guy, and I think he's from Canada, and he quits his job and leaves and goes on these exotic adventures to these wonderful, beautiful places. And after watching it, I was like, wow, like it wasn't really the quitting your job aspect of it. It was more of the day-to-day adventure that really caught my eye. So I already purchased a camera at that time. I was shooting photography at that time anyways. And me and Nate, we were like, yo, let's do this, you know? So we would drive all the way to Juno Beach, you know, which was probably like a 45-minute drive from where we live. And you know, we would stay up all night editing these videos. But the downside to it, I feel like my major setback, and which ultimately led to me leaving YouTube, was really every time I got behind the camera, it felt like I had to become this different person. You know, it made me feel like I was, and of course I was authentic, you know, but there was that 1%, you know, that just didn't feel like me. And ultimately, like, I was like, yo, like, I can't, this is not good for my mental health. Guys, it's about 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm about to catch my flight on my way home. Definitely had a great time. And I think that's one thing, like, creators definitely need to pay attention to more. And that's why you see all these videos of, you know, YouTubers, you know, that aren't happy. They have exotic stuff, they have amazing, you know, beautiful houses, but yet they can't, you know, they're once they're in front of the camera, they're somebody else, you know. And once you do that, once you start dropping like 3, 5, 6, 10 videos and you're this other person, eventually, like, there's no turning back. You have to keep the act up. And I felt like for me, like, although yes, I was authentic, like the stuff I was showing was real, but I felt like out of that 99%, that 1% really like hurt me. The mentality of creating content is super draining. Not only do you have to shoot it, you edit it, you know, and you're your biggest critique, imposter syndrome kicks in, you know, and all this other stuff. So I felt like it really wasn't sustainable to me at that time, of course, you know. And that's not to scare anybody else off of making YouTube content, but, you know, just know that it's very taxing. There's certain things that you can fake it till you make it. YouTube's not one of them. Like, so after saying all of that, like, what was my journey like getting back on YouTube? It was crazy. It was a crazy journey, you know. I definitely found, you know, my purpose, which I didn't have a purpose before, you know. I definitely found who I wanted to be on, you know, what I wanted to share as far as content wise. There was a lot of setbacks, especially like once I left the space, you know, there was a lot of setbacks. I ultimately I found Christ, you know, in the journey, so that's a plus, you know. A lot of stuff about life I had to relearn. Reality wasn't what I thought it was, you know. The real world wasn't what I thought it was, so I had to mature, you know. There's a lot of stuff that I was doing that was immature, and I had, you know, my crowd, my environment changed, my language, the way that I speak now. Like, I'll look at my YouTube videos now and I'm like, oh my goodness, like I spoke like that, you know. So like, there's a lot of change that took place, and I think it's for the good. I think it's for the better, So like, as far as like my message now on YouTube, I want to teach creators what I didn't know. Another thing that I really want to touch up on my page at least, is the mindset behind content creating. I believe I personally feel like a lot of people don't really talk about that, like imposter syndrome and things of the sort, like the mentality that it takes to create content. For example, like Instagram, you have to constantly feed the algorithm, you have to constantly feed it, you have to constantly post, on your stories, interact with other people. That lifestyle, that I feel like it's not realistic. But if you do it with structure and you do it with discipline, you'll succeed. And even me personally, like, I'm not even there yet. I'm just now like starting to implement these things, but that's why I'm adamant about, getting back on YouTube and sharing my journey as authentically as possible, because I'm just gonna be me, honestly. I'm gonna be me. I'm not changing, I've learned from that mistake already, but now, like, I'm showing you what goes on the set, the little advices that I can give, the little advices that I do know, that I know a lot of people aren't talking about, that are gatekeeping. I'm definitely ready to share that and share my journey. So for those who are watching the page, for those who are tuning in, for those who really want to learn about the business and the mindset behind, content creating and, scaling your production, I'm definitely here to help. I'm definitely here to be that guide, and I just want to have fun doing it.